Okay, guys, so we just got done, right, talking about simple interest. Simple interest serves the purpose of giving you just the overall view of what interest is, how it works for the most part. But it's not exactly how real life interest works. Okay? So, what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about something called compound interest, which is a little more accurate. Okay? So, you're going to see that simple interest gives you it's almost like simple interest is estimating what your interest could be. Okay? When you're talking about a car loan or you're talking about maybe a home mortgage or something like that. Compound interest, though, you'll find out is a little more time consuming, believe it or not. So here we go. Compound interest, if you don't already have it, notes, well, most of you guys do, ground on the left, notes on the right. We only have the one word, and that is exactly that, compound interest. Everyone? Compound interest. All right, this is, your book says it's the interest paid on the initial principal and on interest earned in the past. Interest paid on the initial principal and on the interest earned in the past. Okay? So if that doesn't quite make sense to you, that's okay. We'll talk about that. So you could write that down. Put a little star. Okay, next to the P. Because that little star means something. It's because the principal is going to change during the life of the loan. Okay? So we'll talk about that during this problem. So here we go. Now, the nice part is, because this is part of your simple interest book lesson, right? Simple interest is a majority of your problems. You have a few compound interest problems. We're going to do a couple in this lesson, but it's kind of like we've done most of the lesson already. Okay? So, let's go ahead and let's take a look at page 283, of course, same page. But let's look at problem number 20 with that section. Now, the directions are crucial. Okay, because number 20 looks just like all of the other problems we've been doing, but that it's different because of the directions. Okay, so let's close read the directions really quickly. Here we go. Find the total in each account to the nearest cent if the interest is compounded annually. Okay, what does annually mean? Yearly, every year. Okay, so let me show you what that means, compounded annually. Okay? Now, number 20. Okay, by the way, what I would recommend is make sure you have a nice chunk of blank paper space. If you're right at the bottom of the page, or you're squeezing in a little section, don't do it. Okay? So either flip it over to the back or get a new piece of paper or something. But you want to give yourself enough space. Okay? Here we go. How many of you guys just worried whenever I said that? Stress level went up a little bit. Oh. All right, here we go. Number 20 says you're borrowing $840 at 7% interest for 4 years. Okay? So, here we go. Step 1. I equals PRT. Okay? Step 2. Plug the numbers in. Well, remember, this is the interest. We're finding out the interest. That's what they're asking. So I stays, it's one of those easier ones. It stays like that. The principal is the amount of money that is borrowed initially there, and that was $840. The rate for this whole loan is 7%, which when I plug it in, right, as a decimal, is 0.07. Now listen carefully. The time, put a little asterisk above it. I know that it says 4 years, but we're going to only calculate it as 1 year. Step 3 is simplify or solve, depending on the problem. Okay, most of these would be, of course, just simplifying here. So the interest is $840 times 0.07. And if you put times 1, that's great. You don't have to. And here's what we end up with, 58.8. Okay, you can still say step 4 is make it look like money. So this is $58.80. Okay, now, here's what you're going to do. Step 5. You are going to find out how much you owe the bank after that 1 year by taking your principal, might want to put the 0 cents there, and adding your interest to it. So $840 plus $58.80 equals $898.8, which is 0.80 cents or 80 cents. Now, this next step, when compounded, you're dealing with compounded interest, is the most important step, believe it or not. Step 6. I want you to draw a line, and I want you to label this after boxing in your final answer. I want you to label it year 1. Now, it seems so silly because I just called it the most important part, but compounded interest, when you're solving it on paper, it's all about organization and keeping track of what all these figures are. Okay, we'll call this step 7. And I'm going to, instead of doing it all over again, I'm just going to use the word repeat, but I also want you to put a star, an asterisk next to step 7. Okay? Because it's not exactly repeating the exact same thing. The steps are the same, but you have to be careful. Here we go. I equals PRT. Plug in your numbers. Now here we go. Remember in our definition there was an asterisk by the P? That's because our principal is no longer $840. It compounded after a year. It's $898.80 because that's how much you now owe. You don't owe $840. You owe $898.80. The interest is off of that. So if you are not paying your bill, then that is what it's off of. $898.80 is our principal. The interest never changes. It's the same loan. It's still 7%. And we're still dealing, even though this is year 2, it's just 1 year in length, so it's still just 1. So 800, and if you're using a calculator, when you solve this, don't hit clear because it saves you a little bit of time. You don't have to punch that back in if you're looking to save time. So that times 0.07 times 1 if you want equals 62. Now 0.916, you're going to need to round this to the nearest cent, of course, so it's 0.92. Which of course is $62.92. We take our interest and we add it to, don't go back up to $840. This is your new principal. So we take $898.80 plus $62.92. 898.8 plus 62.92 equals $961.72. The most important step. Here we go. Line and label it. Year 2. The reason why I put this line is because it splits it apart, obviously, and all the numbers you use stay within that box, except for this final you'll transfer down for your new principal, right? But just keep that in mind that the 898.8 is then used here. You don't go back up into this box to get $840. Okay? Here we go. You guys ready? You see why I told you to leave yourself some paper room? Now don't worry, you only, after we do this one, you guys will do one in class and you only have one for your homework. Alright? So the rest are going to be a little, see, you guys were complaining about the simple interest problem, right? Oh, so long! And yeah, I heard that. Okay, now we see. Alright, here we go. We're going to repeat it again. I equals PRT. So, our principal is $961.72. That's our new principal. Remember, the rate doesn't change. Again, the same loan. And remember, the time is still just 1 year. We're doing one. It's going to change every year, so it's 1 year increments. So, here we go. I've got that already in my calculator. Times 0.07 equals 67.3204, which, rounding to the nearest cent, is $67.32. Okay, I take my new principal, which is $961.72. I add on my $67.32 interest. 67.32 plus 961.72 equals, and we have $1,029.04. Next step, put the line under, label it, year 3. Here we go. I equals PRT. You notice I take a breather in between each line. Principal is $1,029.04. The interest rate's still 7%, so 0.07 for just 1 year. Interest. Here we go. That times 0.07 equals $72 and 0.0328, so it's just $72.03. Turn around, take that, and add it to $1,029.04. So that's $72.03. 1029.04 plus 72.03 equals 1101.07. Put your dollar sign on it, block it in. This is year 4, so ta-da! Final answer. I know, my students always love compound interest. Isn't simple interest much more fun? You guys see why I say simple interest is like more of an estimate? Because if you did this problem with simple interest, watch. 840 times 0.07 times 4. 840 times 0.07 times 4 equals 235.2. You add it with the 840, right? $840. And see? It's a little bit of a difference. Not a whole lot, though. That's $1,075.20. So that gives you, that's why I say by an estimate. But if it's compounded annually, that is what that looks like. If that part on number 20 that says for 4 years, That's what so many remember simple interest when it tells you the years, that's telling you what to plug in here. With compounded interest, it's telling you how many years you have to solve it for. So it's a little different. So yeah. Okay. Okay, guys, questions? Can if you want, yeah. Okay, so, question? You have to do all this work? I thought this was very artistic. It looked pretty. I was just showing you how pretty I can make it look. Yes, of course you have to do all of this. Okay, here we go. I'm going to be easy on you guys. Problem. Oh, no, it's not easy. Sorry. I was thinking it was, no, but yeah, sorry. It is 18. So listen, you guys, we still have 20 minutes left in class. All right, we will check in with this. If you once you get into a rhythm, I talked it all out and it was just fine. All right, it won't take you a whole lot of time, maybe 5 minutes, and this is going to be your longest problem in your homework. I'd rather you do it now than go home and try to do it and lose focus. All right, compound interest.